That's what I just showed off the edge. Okay, well today I'm going to show you how to fillet a perch. So this is one of Ontario's most popular eating fish, mainly because they're very sweet fish. So with these little guys, you're going to have to make your first cut down here, and then we're going to cut the first side off. You don't necessarily have to remove the guts. I usually leave them in place. But you definitely have to cut each side off, and then we'll remove the fillet. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get started with that. So I always go kind of underneath the scales instead of trying to cut through them. So I just kind of give it that little angle on that first cut there, and then you get down to the spine. You don't want to cut through the spine because I find it's very, very difficult to get the side off after you cut through the spine. So then we go ahead and open up the belly. And then there is a membrane down here. Now this is not for the faint of heart. These are guts. Ooh, yucky, I know. So this little membrane I like to cut so I can see what I can do. And then I don't know if you can see that there in the camera, but then you can finally see the spine. So you can also do this all by feel too after you've done it a while. You just sort of lay the blade down on the spine and then you run along that fish. So we just want to make sure that we're not cutting through the spine, but we are cutting as close to it as possible. That way we can remove as much flesh from the fish as possible. Alright, we are doing a fantastic job. Alright, now I like to fold it back for the last little bit here. That way I can kind of see what I'm doing. Now don't worry if you see the fish moving. That's just nerves. After animals pass, and I like to play them out while they're fresh. After animals pass, they still have nerves that are active. He's not feeling any pain. He was properly put out of his misery before I started filleting him. So this animal not suffered one bit. Okay. Remove that. There we go. So now you can discard the guts however you see fit. Now we've got our two sides. So what we're going to want to do is, this is the rib bone here. And what it does is it kind of curves under here. So that's what we're going to try and do with the blade, is we're just going to kind of curve under here. And I'm just going to get him off screen here. So that's the idea. So I'll go ahead and get that started. So you just sort of run along the bones without cutting through. And that way you wind up in the end with a boneless fillet. Okay, now for the final bit, remove the flesh from the skin. Very similar to what we just did. Just make your first decision. Then you're going to want to push down on the blade and let the flexibility of the blade get tight up to that skin so you can remove the fillet. And there you have it. An old piece of skin. Nice chunky fillet. Hope that helped you guys out.